The 2016-17 Associated Press National Player of the Year from Kansas, Frank Mason III. And once again, representing the Associated Press, Barry Bedlin.
This year's Player of the Year was the only unanimous selection to the AP All-America First Team this season. He also is the Big 12 Player of the Year after becoming the conference's first player to average more than 20 points and 5 assists per game. On top of that, he averaged 4 rebounds per game and shot nearly 49% from the three-point range. However, perhaps most impressive was his leadership on the court, earning nicknames like Fearless Frank, Poker Face, and probably there is other nicknames that your teammates call you as well, helping the Jayhawks win their 13th straight outright Big 12 title. On a side note, I'm also pretty confident he is the first player to receive this honor who has served as the inspiration for not one, but 2 rap songs. And I thought about trying to perform one of them for you all today, but my sons begged me not to, and they reminded me that this should be a positive experience for Frank and everyone in attendance. So the one point I will note that's hard for me to believe is that in the 57-year history of this award, he becomes the first Jayhawk to be named the AP Player of the Year. Yes. It is my pleasure to present the 2016-17 AP Player of the Year award to Frank Mason III. Frank, we'll hoist the trophy. Again, this is the strength test I told you about earlier. We good? Because my arm's about to give out.
Very good.
So we'll go ahead and let you make a few comments if you want, and then we'll open up for questions.
First off, I just want to thank God for, such a great honor to be here, and it's a privilege, and just have to thank my parents for putting me in this position and helping me become the man I am, and my wonderful coaches, and the Kansas Jayhawk fans, and everyone that just believed in me. And I want to thank everyone that voted for me, and I really appreciate it.
The first question for the AP Player of the Year goes to the front on the right side.
Frank, congratulations. Dean Thompson, NBC News Channel. Just wanted to know, what has been the driving force behind your outstanding play this season?
I think my family and, mainly my son. I just want those people to have the best lives possible, and just want to work really hard and do everything I can to put them in position to be successful.
Staying in that same area, Hall of Famer Jim O'Connell.
Jim O'Connell, AP. Frank, is there ever a point during the season where you started thinking about winning this award, or is it something that once the season was over, it just came around?
It's nothing that I thought about throughout the season. My main focus was just winning, and I was just wanted to take whatever comes with winning, and it's just how it happened.
To the center of the room, at the back.
Frank, Kiera Luck of Carolina Blue. How does it feel to be the first Jayhawk to win this award?
It's great. Like I said, it's such an honor to be the first Jayhawk ever to win this award. So many great players that came through Kansas, and just the tradition itself. I think it's something I always remember, and it's really special.
If you have a question for Frank Mason, the Player of the Year, please raise your hand. We have 2 more toward the center. Let's start on the right side.
Vahe Gregorian, Kansas City Star. Frank, have you had any time to ever just sort of think back to where your career began and just how you got to Kansas and all the things that changed in that time?
Yeah, it's something I think about a lot. It's just from playing outside and, in a bad neighborhood to where I grew up to, started playing AAU and, having guys that really cared about me and put me in position to be successful. And, just thank God for Coach Townsend, who saw me out in Vegas. And, he recognized my talents, and, I'm just thankful for this opportunity.
We're going to switch microphones, but we're going to stay front and center.
Frank, Blair Kirkhoff with the Kansas City Star. The season ended on a disappointing note for your team. I'm just wondering if you've been able to kind of process that and put it behind you.
I haven't yet. I still been thinking about it. You know, it's been on my mind a lot, and you know, I just have to move on to what's next, and you know, just look at the bigger picture and focus on everything that I can control.
Any further questions for Frank? There's one toward the back, and then Blair will follow up.
Frank, I take it that these two are your parents right here in the
Yep.
front? How does it feel seeing their faces and their reactions? Because your dad is immensely proud, and just hearing him yell for you, what is that like being up there?
It's great to see them smile and, you know, see all the hard work they've done over the years pay off for me. And, you know, I'm just really happy for them, and, you know, especially just to have them here and watch this award.
Back down in the front to Blair.
Frank, just what are your hopes for the future, and what have you been told about your prospects?
My hopes is that, you know, I get drafted. You know, I work really hard towards that, and so I can put myself in position to do that. And haven't been told much yet. Still, you know, getting used to this process, you know, working out and things like that. I think over the next few weeks, you know, I'll learn a lot more.
Frank, our next one is to the right of the aisle toward the back.
Frank, Greg Eklund from Kansas City. How difficult was it coming to Phoenix without your teammates?
It was very difficult. You know, I didn't plan on doing this. You know, my goals and our goals as a team, you know, was to be here as a family. And, you know, it's just something different for me, you know, because I expected me to be here with my teammates and coaches.
Any further questions for Frank? We'd like to congratulate Frank Mason III, the AP Player of the Year.